Let's see here. Everything I did today, it just did not go right, but we're going to try. I got to add in my givvies because I did not add in some givvies. Everything is preloaded into the store. Everything in my shelves here is preloaded. So if you see anything, please let me know. I am going to do, I think I have one pre-bid. I'll have to double check again. I will be doing those first, then we can go into requests, and then if no one's requesting anything, I'm just going to go right down the list. Let me just add these in really quick because I do have, welcome in everybody. If you want to check out that store, make sure you do that. I just have to add in a couple things. Or actually, it probably would be easier if I did it from my tablet. Let's see if I can do it from there. Like I said, I will be running down my list. If you guys have any requests, let me know. Today's my normal Friday, so everything should be in the store. Let me just double check that because my buy it now was not working earlier, and I was late because I was trying to figure out my buy it now and all that other stuff, and I apologize. Okay. Let's do this. I have close to 170 items in the store right now. I have over 100 items in the bin. Just make sure you check those out while I do this. Like I said, I try to run requests and pre-bids first, so let me know if you're doing any of that. I know I have one. And then I'm just gotta add these. I try to add givvies, so if I have a raid or something like that, like I have something ready. But today I was just a little behind, a little out of it. Okay. And I'm just going to show this to my mod because he is home today. I'm not sure if he'll be able to hop in. He's doing some housework, but he's doing things around the house, I should say. He's doing his own thing. Okay, there we go. Let's start. So I have one pre-bid, which is okay. Welcome in. I'm just pulling up a pre-bid, and then if you want to check out the store, I have close to 170 items in the store. So if you want to check that out, make sure you do that. I'm gonna run the pre-bid first. I just gotta pull it up, and then we can go from there. Hopefully everyone is having, yeah, okay. So this one. Okay, so this is the pre-bid. This is the one that I'm going to be running. It is a cellophane tape scotch. It is just the tin. I don't know how to open it. I can't open it. So hopefully that doesn't take it away. I'm not sure the year on this thing, but it's pretty old. It has that plaid. We're going to run. Let's do 20 seconds or 15 seconds because 30 seconds is kind of long. There we go. So we have one bid on it. Vantique's got it. This is what the back looks like. It's a little scuffed on the back, but the front is like perfect if you collect little tins. Thank you, Vantiques, for that. That is a first purchase. If anyone wants to put any emojis in, I don't have a set emoji, but you can fill it in with any emoji you want. And there's no other requests. I'm just going to start going down the list from the top. Let's see here. So this is a rustic pumpkin shaped tea light holder. I could definitely see this being covered with leaves or little greenery, something like that. You could even do like, you could even have like little things hanging off of it, like bats or something. There's so many ways you could totally decorate this. I will run this. Running now. This is just so cute. I do have two of these, so if someone wants one and somebody wants the other one. It holds the tea light here. I'm betting you could even hang this if you wanted to. It's in the shape of that pumpkin. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. So I'm going to grab both of these. The one does say made in China, so I'm guessing they both are. But look at this little, she has a leaf dress with her acorn necklace, and she's holding the acorn. Has the acorn hat, straw hair. These are just so cute. Does have a little bit of sticker residue here on the bottom. These are pretty tall. Let me just grab my ruler here, my yardstick. Because I believe this one's about 6.5 inches tall, and the other one is 7. But we're going to just run her. She's adorable. Running now. 6.5 inches. She has that straw hair, leaf dress, acorn hat. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I do have the other one, which is a squash figurine. He has that squash. I want to know what squash this is, so I can put this in my garden next year, because I just love it. I love the different colors. I love the bumps. He just has his little overalls. Like I said, they're made in China. He has the straw hair as well. He's about 7 inches. We're going to run him. Running now. An eyelash or something in my eye. And hopefully everybody's having a good October. I kind of went a little darker aesthetic today because of it. I love Halloween. I'm going to try to do some type of makeup look every week on Fridays. Okay. This one is about 5.5 inches tall. But look at this little girl holding her pumpkin. How cute is that? There are no markings on this one. There is a little bit of sticker residue here, so I don't know if her sticker fell off or if that was a price tag at some point. But I just think she is adorable. She has her little, I want to say handkerchief, but it's not that. What is that, headband? This is what she looks like on the back. We're going to run. Running now. I don't have too many new items on the shelves this week because I'm trying to just clear it out before the end of October so I can get my Christmas stuff in here. Welcome in. Make sure you check out that store. If you have any requests, please let me know. Okay, this one I bought for myself. It was supposed to be for my pillows, but I think my pillows on my couch are a little too big. It's about 17.5 inches by 17.5 inches. It's cute on the front. It has this little gnome with pumpkin spice latte or something saying Happy Halloween. And then if you want to switch it up, on the back we have Boo and Trick or Treat. So it's whatever your mood is that day. It does have the zipper here. It comes in about 2 inches on each side, and it does work. The zipper does work. It opens and shuts. And it's kind of like, it almost has like this tote kind of material. But I'm going to running now. anyone needs a cute little, I'm almost wondering if this could go outside or if you could spray it down and put it outside, like on your porch or something like that, just to be cute. So it was weatherproof. Because like I said, it does feel like it's that tote kind of material. So it might be for outdoors. I don't know. But it doesn't fit my couch pillows. I gotta remove this guy. We don't have him anymore. Technically we do. We kind of held him hostage and he's part of our decor now. But this is the next thing. It's a skull planter. So if you're looking for some Halloween, just little things. Made in Taiwan, ROC. There is a sticker kind of still left on there. It looks a little scrunchy, but it's got some dust. Somebody I saw the other day called it antique glitter. I laughed. This is about 3 inches tall. The opening itself is about 2.25 inches wide. We're gonna run this one. Thank you guys for stopping in. Make sure you check out that store. Like I said, I have over 100. I have close to 170 items right now. If you have any requests, please let me know. And then the bin has over 100, I want to say 130. There's so much stuff in here that I need to clear some of it out. So if you want to check it out, if you have any requests, let me know. This guy. Welcome in, welcome in. So this says Happy Halloween Swing Set. When I looked it up, it was saying that it could possibly be a Limax, but I don't see like a brand name anywhere. But look at this vintage box on its own. Like you got the skulls and the jack-o'-lanterns and everything like that. Like that just screams vintage. And this is a poly resin Halloween swing set. And I'm not gonna lie, these things are tied together kind of up here. So if you want to switch like how their lengths and stuff, I'm guessing you can. This is how it came though. I kind of like how they're at different lengths instead of all at one. You have like this clown kind of thing. There's a witch kind of thing. I think that's a zombie and that's like a jack-o'-lantern guy. You have the bats, cats, ghosts, everything around it. This guy is... Oh, you have a little witch here in the front too. This guy is about 6.5 inches long and about 5.5 tall. You even have I saw the, that was my yardstick. But there's a cat here. There's a witch over here. If you have a village, this would fit in perfectly. We're gonna run. Running now. Anyone needs to add to their village, and they all swing. Thank you for looking at that. Hopefully you guys cannot hear my fan. I need the fan. My this back office is smaller than many of the rooms in our house, and it's right on the side where all the sun is. It gets hot. It gets like a greenhouse effect in here. So I don't even know if I turn the AC on in the house, but the fan needs to go or I'm going to overheat. Okay, where did I put these ladies? I put them different places. Welcome in. Hi, Feathered. How are you doing? Okay, so these are wooden witches. They're about 8 inches tall. Good morning. This one has green hair. I'm doing pretty good. Yes, happy Friday. I tried going with a darker aesthetic because it's October. I love Halloween. So I'm trying. I'm thinking every Friday maybe do a different look, but we have this little wooden witch here. Green hair. There is some sanded spots. I'm wondering if that's just for like detail or whatever, because there are a few spots of it, like on the edges. But this one has like the drama mask, I'm going to run this one. Running now. And she's about 8 inches, like I said. Look at that face. I love how they have like that one little tooth. She looks, they all kind of look happy. If you guys are just joining, I have around 170 items in the store. I know you're going to hear this a million times, but if you want to check it out, if you have any requests, I do those. I can do those, I should say. Okay. I try to do pre-bids and requests first. I think I caught up on all pre-bids. I only had the one today. Yeah, so if you have requests, just put them in the comments. I will get to them. I'm trying to figure out. I need to just mark them. Okay, it's this one. Because their faces, they're the same kind of thing, but their faces are just slightly different. This is the one witch. She's 8 inches as well, but she's holding a pumpkin. She has brown hair. She's wooden just like the other one. Okay, can you turn on the AC if it isn't on? Thank you. I totally forgot about my water. We're going to run her. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we do have that other one. I'm just going to run that in case somebody wants this one. Because this one has a little bit different face. She's a little wonky. She has that one tooth too. She has brown hair as well. Like I said, they do have, it looks like they were sanded in certain spots for texture. We're just going to run her. They all have bells on them, so just in case somebody wanted. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. And I think that's all I have for the Halloween stuff. I mean, some of this stuff you probably could use otherwise, but if you guys want any of that reran, just let me know. I do have a bunch of other stuff in here. I'm going to try doing most of this sitting. I am almost 30 weeks pregnant, so I'm tired of standing, and I just think maybe sitting will help. Okay, so we have this little cat. I call it a trinket dish because it looks like you could possibly put your rings or something just resting in here. But she also has a lip on the back here. So you could hang her on the wall. The only call out is that there's this little chip right here on the edge where it got a little thin in there. But it doesn't affect her in any way. We're going to run. Running now. Bright green eyes, hand painted, little kitty, I believe 4 inches. Thank you for looking at that one. This one has bells on it. This is just a little glass dish. It has that silver overlay. It's a poppy design. There is little dark dots around the edge from the aging of the silver, and also I think on one of the flowers, maybe in a couple spots. But it's still in good condition. It's gorgeous. Put your little trinkets or something in it. Running now. And I believe it's about 9 inches. I gotta put Velcro on this thing so it doesn't keep falling. Yeah, it's about 9 inches. 9 inches long. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at that one. If you want that rebrand, just let me know. I'm gonna put you over here right now. Okay. Next item is this little basket. It's a natural birch bark. It's that white birch. Has the willow. This was definitely handmade. I believe it's 10 inches tall, about 10. We're We're gonna run it. This would be just a cute rustic decor, or you could use it in your garden for like harvesting. So many different things. It's really nicely done. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I do have, I'm gonna put this over here in my sold. Okay, so we have the Jester. Last doll that I really have right now. It is porcelain base, hands, feet, has that little bit of blondish hair in there. They don't really, the bells don't really bell. They don't have like a ring to them. It's more like a jingle, or like a, I don't know what you call that. He is posable. He can stand up or sit down on your shelf. His arms are movable too. I just kind of keep him off to the side there. I'm going to run him. He does have one call out. His seam right here is coming apart a little bit, but when you have him sit down, you don't really notice. It would be an easy fix too. We're going to run him. Welcome in. I have close to 170 items in the store at the moment. If you want to check that out. If you guys have any requests, let me know. Thank you for looking at that one. I've been having him sit in my little basket. Okay, what's next? The 3 suited. And then that one. Okay. I'm just going to grab a couple items at a time so I don't have to keep getting up. Okay. So this one is a coloring book. 3 Stooges. It has that artwork on the front there. It does have some yellowing, but there are no... all the pages are clean. They're not colored in. It does say the outside, the artwork is 1983. The inside is 1985. So we're going to run this. The only call I have is this little tiny tear right here by the UPC. But if you're just putting this up for like decor or anything like that, it's in the back. Thank you for looking at that one. Welcome in. If you guys are just joining, everything in the store is preloaded. So if you have any requests, please let me know. There's close to 170 items in there. There's also 130 in my bin as well. So if you want to check that out, make sure you let me know if you have any requests. Look at this one. The carnival glass is basically in good condition. Besides, there's a couple little tiny scratches. They're not very deep. They haven't affected it. And then it almost looks like somebody got some water drops or something. I don't even know if I can get the camera to pick it up. It's like right here. Maybe if I block. Not really working. But it's not very noticeable unless you get it in the right light. I'm not even getting it right now. There are a couple flea bites around the edges here. It has that fake crackle texture. I love that. But this is a Jeanette. It is 7.5 inches wide. I am running it. I did say as is because of the scratches, that little thing, and then the flea bites. But this is so pretty. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me grab a couple more items while we're here. What other ones? Okay. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so these are like a periwinkle blue. They're close to 5 inches tall. They each have their spot. They have their holes, is what I meant. This one has it in the shape of an S for salt, and this one has it in the shape of the P for pepper. They do not have stoppers, so these would be either for decoration or someone told me that stoppers are really cheap on Amazon. Depends on if you want cork or not, though, I think. So we're gonna run these. Running now. You get the salt and the pepper. Salt and pepper, they do not have their stoppers, but they're really cheap on Amazon to replace. They do have the S&P on them. Thank you for looking at those ones, and welcome in, everyone. If you guys have requests, just let me know. Let me put these back. Okay. So I have 2 of these. I have put them together. I was selling them separate, but because someone asked me to, and then no one ever bought them. So I just put them back together as a set. You get 2 of these. They are 8 inches across. They're Country Charm straw flowers. They're made in Japan. They are Mikasa. They're both the same. These would be cute like on a little frame or like a stand in your hutch. They have, I love how they have that impressed design into it. It's just slight, but it's still there. But I'm gonna run these. You get 2 of them for this price. Running now. They're 8 inches across, and I even love the little edging that they have on them. Okay, this next one is about 9 inches across. It is a rice bowl. It was a rice bowl. But I just think this would be cute. Put next to your, like, if you're into the retro, put it next to your door, put like your keys in it, trinkets, anything like that. It is all plastic. It has that fake wood design to it. Even this is plastic. It has a hand painted, it looks like Shasta daisies, those huge daisies with the bamboo on it. We're gonna run that. Running now. Welcome in, Tracy. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. What is next on the list? These 2 things. Welcome in, everybody. I have over 170 items on my shelves. They are preloaded. Everything is in that little store. So if you have requests, let me know. Just type it in the comments with the number. I also have over 130 items in the bin right now. Some are handmade by me. Some are things that were on the shelves that I just didn't have room for, and I put them back in there. Make sure you check that out. There's still a bunch of jewelry, stickers, crystals. Like I said, there's handmade items. There's a bunch of different things in there. Knickknacks, toys, games. So if you're not seeing something on the shelves, it might be in the bin as well. Okay. So these are Lennox. I have it pinned. Okay. Lennox tea light holders. They're that ivory color with like a gold accent around the bottom and top. Has that beautiful filigree design. I cannot find a tea light that has a battery in it. I forgot to fill or change the battery. But these would just be gorgeous with that design on your wall or something. What else? I'm trying to think. Sorry. They're 3 inches. This one's 3. This one's 1.75, I believe. So it's almost half. Words are hard sometimes, but I'm going to run this. I'm running now. I just think these are so beautiful with all that design carved into it. 94, yes, I can do 94. Thank you for looking at that one. And let's see, 94. Yeah, I love that one. I don't know how vintage this is, or if it is vintage, because it has like a little stamp of the people that made it. But I love the painting on it. Has those daisies with the faces. Says welcome on it. This thing is, it's like a sliver short of 10 inches. I'm trying to think. There's like one little tiny nick here on the bottom. But other than that, it's gorgeous. It can sit on your shelf, or it does have this hanger. I'm gonna run. Running now. Thank you for your bid on that. I really appreciate it. I just love how their faces are all different, but they're all just so cheery. Congratulations, Tracy. I think you're the one that got the scotch too, right? Yes. 46. Okay. 46. Yes. I love her too. She's wooden as well. She is hand painted. And just look at how well like hand painted that is. Usually the Amish art is not so detailed, but I love the flowers. I love the little details in like even the ribbon and her clothing. There is no marking on this one, but she is just adorable. Let me pin her. There we go. And I'm gonna run her. She is 4 inches tall. Thank you for your bid. I love her. I love the green too. I feel like green has become one of my favorite colors recently. Congratulations, Tracy. Putting that over there. Okay. Oh, those are all pre-bids. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see them. Thank you for letting me know. If you have any other requests, just let me know. And I'm just going to run this other Lennox really quick because there is a bell on it. I know we ran one, the first one. I'm going to run the second one. I don't know why I listed it like that. I should have just listed that I had a quantity of 2, but I'm just going to list the second one. Like I said, they're Lennox. They are marked. They're the filigree with the ivory and the gold. They fit tea lights. I'm just going to run it. The one is 3 inches. The other one is about 1.75, so almost half, a little taller than half. They're 2 different sizes, but you get them together as a set. Thank you for that. I'm going to try to put them together. There we go. Okay. 120, yes. 120. Yes, I love these. Okay, you can kind of see it in the picture, but there are little, the paint is a little bit coming off. It's thicker paint, it's older. This is loose, so if you want to redo it, you can redo it, or you can just take it off and replace it. You love it. I love it too. Just a little black duckling. I believe it's like 3 inches. Yeah, he's just maybe like 3.25. Gonna run him, and thank you for your pre-bids. I love him too. I don't know if you've ever seen those chalkware ones where it's just like the heads and it's like a family and they put them on the wall. Somebody had those in one of their shows too, and I was like, that matches completely with this. Congratulations, Tracy. Yes. I love them. I think they're so cute. Okay. If you have any more, just let me know. I try to check my chat as much as I can. I'm gonna run these guys really quick. These guys are porcelain cats. Welcome in. So you get 2 of these in the set. This is porcelain cat bells. 88. Yep, I can do that next. These are from 1982 Taiwan, Spencer Gifts Inc. They have the little blue eyes. They have the little gold strings here. One's holding yarn, one's not. He's got his hand up like he's going to clean himself. We're just going to run these really quick. And then 88. Running these right now. And they have a nice little high pitch ring to them for being porcelain. Okay, let's put those back. 88. I just recently started numbering, and I'm not gonna lie, this is so, yes, this is so much easier. I love her too. You're welcome. And this is just that duck. The ribbon is a little, it has come undone, like it's unglued or whatever. But other than that, it's, I believe, in perfect shape. Has that little marking on the bottom there. $5 start. And this one is about 6 inches tall. I'm gonna run. And thank you, Tracy, for your bids. I really do appreciate them. Just a little ceramic duck. Super cute. Congratulations, Tracy. Thank you so much. And you unlocked your bronze, so next time you can use your coupons. Or if you come back from work or anything like that, you unlock a coupon. Awesome. Okay. And like I said, I had close to 170 items in the store. So if you guys want to check out that store, thank you for the tip. Oh my gosh. I haven't gotten a tip before, but thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I do have close to 170 items in the store if you guys want to check out the store. If you have any requests, just let me know. Otherwise, I kind of just go down the list. But thank you so much. That's going to make me cry because I've never gotten a tip before. Okay, so I ran those. Got the clown. Yes, thank you so much. This is a clown brown bag. I'm pregnant, so I'm like really emotional. It's from 1985. It's cookie art. But if you go on their website, they're not selling these anymore, but they still tell you like how to use them and stuff like that. I am going to run this and try not to cry. You know those days where you're just like, there's some, like, I would say the last few weeks, I feel like I didn't know if Whatnot was for me or not because I just didn't feel like I was doing so well. And then there's moments like that where it's just like, I don't even care about the tip. I care that like people love the items that I pick out because I love these items. I don't think they should go to the garbage. I don't think they should go to the dumpster, whatever. I just love them. I try to save them and I love that other people love them. I just need a moment. Okay. Here's the thimble planter. Welcome in. This is marked THT03. It looks like a thimble. So this would be even cute in like your craft room if you didn't want to use it as a planter. You put like your scissors and needles and stuff like that in here. I'm gonna run it. I probably should measure it for you guys because I know some people love their measurements. It's about 5.5 inches tall and about 3.5 inches wide. Thank you for looking at that one. If you're just joining, I had close to 170 items in the store. If you guys want, if you want me to pull anything forward, just let me know in the comments. I try to do pre-bids, and let me just make sure I caught up on everything. Yeah. If you do pre-bids or requests, I try to do those first. Sometimes I don't see the pre-bids because I'm doing it on my phone, so you might have to let me know, but like I said, I'll do those first. Okay, Avon. I don't know if anyone collects Avon, but this one is solid glass, marked Avon here on the bottom. It has like a yellowish tint to it. Welcome in, Ash. It's a cat napping, and it holds a tea light. I'm going to run that. Thank you for looking at that, and welcome in. Okay, Japanese orchid big. Yeah. Let's put this here. If you guys have requests, just let me know. Like I said, I have close to 170 items in the store. And I tried doing requests and pre-bids first. If you do a pre-bid, just let me know, because with the phone, it's kind of hard. This is about 6.5, maybe a sliver short across. But look at how beautiful this is. And then it has a surprise on the inside. So I called this an orchid, but I'm guessing what I've looked at is Japanese iris. But look at on the inside. They put a little bud. It is so cute. It does say made in Japan on the back here. These are about, without the lid, it's about 2 inches, so maybe like 2.5 with that little dome on it. There is some sticker residue on the outside right on here, but other than that, this thing is gorgeous. I don't know if this is like porcelain, if this used to be an old powder, but I just love that it has that little, here, I'm going to hold it with 2 hands so I don't drop it. We're good. But look at it. It has, this is the top, and then this is the inside. We're going to run it. Like I said, I think I said it's 6.5 inches across. It's about 2.5 inches tall with lid. I just love that they have that little design on the inside as well. And it is made in Japan. Okay. Just making sure I'm caught up on everything. I'm just going down the list, so if, like I said, if you have requests, I'll pull those up first, but kind of just go down the list until I get a request. Look at this. I love the Hobstar design in it. I think this is so pretty. It does have a call out on it. I don't even know if you can see that design. But it has a couple. There's gold accent around the edge that's kind of worn off. And then if you can see, it has like this rippled design on it. One of the ripples did chip off here. That's why I have it at $3. But I think this would be beautiful with like a candle in it. or even like a glass frog with flowers cascading out of it. I'm going to run it. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. We have a bubble on, or not bubble. They should just make it a bubble, because I don't know why my brain gets stuck on bubbles. It's a bell. There's a bell. It has that beautiful green and blue glaze on it. Look at this speckle. I don't know if this is stoneware. I'm not sure what type of pottery this is, but I love the speckle on it. It does have a marking. It says AP on it. But I love that glaze on it. This is about 6 inches across, and it stands up about 3. It does look, before they heated it, it got a little dry around here. It's not really a crack all the way through. It just looks like where they tried adding this, it kind of started peeling away a little bit right before they heated it. That's the only call out I have. But I'm going to run. Running now. I almost think this looks like land with ocean next to it, but that's just me. Okay, this one. I have a bunch of tea light holders. But I love this. If you like the darker aesthetic with like the moodiness kind of, this is an elephant hand carved. I don't know what type of wood. I'm not even sure what type of paint this is, or if that's, I'm not really sure, because it's really nicely done. But he has his trunk up for good luck. Has that tea light holder in the back there. He has little soft things here so it doesn't ruin your furniture. He is about, I want to say 6 inches. Yeah, he's about 6 inches long. We're going to run. Running now. And he does have a little nick here, like when they were cutting. But that's kind of natural with like wood. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have welcome in. This is Hungarian. I got hiccups, sorry. Korond, Korond. Oh boy, I have to plug in my phone here in a second. Okay. Has the red, it's like a terracotta like type of vase on the inside there. And this one is, if you ever look up Hungarian pottery, they can go for a bit. I do have this at 12. But I know they can go for more. I tried to put it at a reasonable price. 4.75 inches tall. Running now. And the opening, I forgot. The opening is close to 2 inches, maybe a sliver short. But thank you for looking at that. Okay. I need to, what is my, this is at 67. So I'm going to put in my phone. Let's see if I can get it to sit right there. Maybe. There we go. So we don't die. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. This is like another red clay item. It was made into a tea light. Has a little shepherd with his 2 sheep, I believe. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. This one has a couple bells on it as well. I have 2 of these. These are little relish trays. As you can see, they have the floral and the geometric design in back here. This one does have, maybe not. It has like a little rough edge right here. I don't know if it's a flea bite or what, but it's like right where this comes up and this comes together. But other than that, it's in perfect shape. It's just this cute little relish dish. We're gonna run it. And this thing is about 8 inches across, 8 by 7. Welcome in, Melissa and Abigail. Thank you for looking at those. Where did I put this guy? No. Oh, I put it over here. Okay. This is another solid glass. Not marked on this one though. It does have a little spot for a small candle. It's just a little glass rocking horse. We're gonna run. Running now. And this thing is about 4.25 inches, maybe almost 4.5 inches tall. And it is about 4.5 inches wide. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, so this one is an old, it's like a spice jar. I love this cork. Look at this cork. Has all of that little details in it just from their age. It still works. It's not soft, it's harder, but it still suctions in there. It does glow just a little bit with 365. And I don't know. Someone said something about glass that glows, not really with 395. But the one that glows, I guess it's like manganese or cadmium. And I guess it's made before the war. But this definitely has bubbles, warping, scratches. It has so much character to it. Has that cool little cork on it. I'm gonna run it. It is 5 inches tall. It's about 2.5 inches wide. But you could put like your trinkets in it. You could put your herbs in it. I don't see why not. I mean, clean it out, but this cork kind of still has a suction to it. Marbles, I've seen people put in these. Let me grab the next thing. My maternity pants were trying to fold my dress in, so. But look at this little guy. This is a boot planter. Welcome in. I believe it's about 4 inches tall. The opening itself is about 2.5, maybe a little smaller. It's like a little, I don't even know. We're gonna run it though. If you painted this darker, it would almost look like a pirate boot. Welcome in, Terry. If you guys are just joining, if you haven't been here before, everything is preloaded. I have close to 170 items in the store. So if you have requests, just let me know. And also make sure to check out the bin as well. I have over 130 items in there. But like I said, I can take pre-bids and requests first, and then I'm just going down my list otherwise. So if you see anything, just shout it out. This one, I love this one. This one's gorgeous. I love the white on the blue. I love the florals in her hair, not just around her. It looks like she has curly hair and that. So this thing is about 3.75 inches wide. The opening itself is about 2 inches, maybe slightly like a sliver short of it. And then it's about 1 inch, so 2 inch by like 1 inch. Look at that. The only call out I would have is that it has little dots on the back here. I don't know if those can be wiped off. And it does have some water staining in the very bottom. Like you can see there's been stems or something that have been touching the bottom there. They're little circles. No markings on it though. I just think this is gorgeous. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of these things so I don't have to keep getting up and down. Okay, so this is that sorbet dish. I do have a few of these. This one's about 3.5, maybe a little sliver bigger, and it's about 3 inches long or tall. The only call out I would have on this is maybe that there's like a couple scratches around the edge, which I'm not really sure this is picking up. Do I have any tiny knives? I don't believe so, no. I don't. Everything I have is pre-listed, so if you want to just look through there and see if you have, you're welcome. I do have everything pre-listed, so if there is anything in there, just let me know. But I don't think I have knives, no. This thing does glow with 365. I don't know if it's really picking up on screen. It does not glow with 395 though. We're gonna run. There it goes. And like I said, it does have a couple scratches around the edge on the outside. These are older. Sorbet dish. Leicester Carnival. Thank you for looking at that one. And then this one is a Fenton Water Lily. Does not have its sticker anymore. It does have a couple creases here in the bottom, like when it was being manufactured. It's that pressed glass, so sometimes they just get in there. This does glow with just a little bit with 365, but not with 395. Welcome in, Coco. Yeah, so it's just 365 that glows a little bit. This is supposedly Fenton. The sticker has fallen off though. There is little kind of creases from when it was put in the mold for pressing the glass. It's gorgeous. I think it has that, like, I love the little frosted kind of look to it. This would be gorgeous with some tea lights in it, but I'm gonna run. Oh wait, I'm running this. I pinned the wrong thing, sorry. So this is that Leicester Carnival glass again. I'm gonna pin the water file, I swear. The water lily after. If it'll let me, there we go. Sorry. Here we go. Got the right one pinned right now. There we go. It's a Fenton water lily. If you look at it, it has the lily pads and the lilies on it. It's that thicker glass. It does glow with 365, just not 395. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. Okay, so next I have a couple false graph, but like I said, I have 100 and right now it says 164 items in my store. So if you want to check that out, if you have any requests, let me know. And then I have over 130 in my bin as well. So check out the bin. Okay. This one is the false graph from USA. It has that pressed in design there. And these do kind of stack. They are Arbor Vine. You get 3. I just can't hold all 3. I believe these hold 8 ounces, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't poured water in them. They are 3.25 inches wide, about 3 inches tall. I've seen people turn these into planters even. we're gonna hold them up. Running now. And like I said, I only have 3 sadly out of the whole set. Thank you for looking at those ones. And then we do have, this one is Falsecraft Thailand, which I didn't realize Falsecraft was out of country. I thought it was all USA, but this one says Falsecraft Thailand. Has this like darker gray kind of look there with a green top. It is slanted, which I kind of love. It almost reminds me of an olive for some reason. We're gonna run it. It's just a little sugar bowl, but you could put like your marbles, your trinkets, whatever you want in here. I just love how it's slanted. I don't know why. But thank you for looking at that one. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple things. If you're into fairies, this is supposed to be a fairy. It's My Fairy Feet collection. Nanny and Peaches, 1995, Linda Hefner. It does have a call out. She is missing something back here. I don't know if that's her wings or not, but I just figured whoever gets this, if they wanted to put like clay in here and make their own wings, I think that would just be so cute. And then they have their little ribbons. Gonna run. And she does have a little weight to her, almost like a paperweight. But this would be cute even in like a fairy garden. Make like a little fairy house out in back of them. Thank you for looking at that one. Next I have an angel fairy. Anyone's in, or I call her angel fairy, but she's more of an angel, this one is. She has that sparkly wings on her painted. She's holding that child. They're next to water down here with their flowers. I don't see anything wrong with the petals at all on this one. She's in really good shape. She is missing her sticker, so I'm not sure where she was or what she was made out of. But I'm going to run this one. This one's 4 inches tall. She's got her little foot hanging out back there. Thank you for looking at that one. And then this one is kind of similar, but yet again, I do not know what it's made out of. But look at her. She has a little elf. She has a little elf. Her wings have that sparkly glue on it. That it's not the painted stuff, it's the glue. And this one is 4.5 inches tall to the top here. She's on some tulips. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Let me just put those back and I'll grab a couple more items. Okay. So this is an ashtray. People were asking for ashtrays. I found weird ones. This is one of the ceramic ones. I don't know if this is a hobbyist piece or what, but this one is about 5.5 inches tall, about 4 inches wide. This would be good for, like, I think a Halloween, or not Halloween, Christmas decoration. Put some greenery around it or have something coming out of, like, the back here. But this is where you would rest the cigarettes. The smoke would come out here from the ashes. This would even be good for incense or something like that. We're going to run it. It does say as is because there is a crack here when it was being heated up in the kiln. But it does not affect how it works. It's not like it doesn't affect the structure or sturdiness or anything like that. Thank you for looking at that one. And we did see some Amish earlier, but I have a couple more pieces. Look at this guy. He can hang on your wall. He has a little hanger. Even I would wonder if putting this out on, like, your deck or something like that. And then he just swings. He's adorable. We're gonna run. No markings on this one. This one is hand made, hand painted. But he just swings. He hangs up on your wall. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me grab this one. Okay. So this one is 7.5 inches wide by about 6 inches tall. And this one can sit on your shelf. I've been having it sit on my shelf, but it does have the little hanger back here. This was hand cut and hand painted. Has a little cat. I do say as is because one of these sides is the side. Has a little line of glue, so I'm thinking it was repaired at some point, but it was really well done. I just think this is so cute. It has a little bread and cheese on the plate. We're gonna run. And then I do have this cast iron napkin holder, which is could be a letter holder or anything like that. I've actually, with that coloring book, I've just kind of sat it in here. You could do it that way, or you could put an old picture frame that maybe doesn't hang on the wall, anything like that in here. It is cast iron. It does have a little nick here where like the enamel came off. It has a little bit of patina change towards the bottom, but we're gonna run. This one does have the hammered look to it. You can see that. Thank you for looking at those. Let me just grab a couple more items. Unless you have any requests from the store, please let me know. Like I said, there's 164 items in there at the moment. Okay. This one is supposed to be a wine cooler, like you stick it in the fridge, and then you can put your wine in it. It does have some markings on it, like scuffs and stuff on the inside. There's a couple markings on the outside. I don't know if it can be wiped off or what. But I just love this. It kind of has a beachy feel to me. It does have its signature. The wall, it says walls or walks. It's WALKS or HS. Can't tell. But it is 9.5 inches tall. I could see this with like some fake flowers, or you know those like big poofy feathers that people put in here that are like a white or a tan. Like I think that would just be so pretty. But we're gonna run. There we go. Running now. This is a big piece, but it is pottery. I'm not sure what kind of pottery. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so somebody canceled their order, so these are back on the shelves. Welcome in, Northern Dream. I have 160 items in the store if you want to check that out, and then I also have a bunch in the bin. I think I have 130 in there. So if you have any requests, just let me know. I'm kind of just going down my list. Welcome in, DeVille. So this was a cancellation, so they're back on my shelf. They are from the 1970s. I know, it's Halloween, so I was like, I need to change up. If I could do this aesthetic all the time, I would, but I try to keep it just for Halloween. I know, I'm so excited. I love it. I'm trying to do a new look every Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do, but there are a couple little glaze things here. Like I usually do Fridays, and this year Halloween's on a Friday, so I'm super excited about that. Like I might do a full makeup thing, but then I also have to think like after the show I have to go trick-or-treating with my kid, and I might have to switch it up. So I don't know. I'll figure that out that day, but I'm going to run these really quick. These are from the 1970s. They have that brown glaze, definitely retro. And the lips thing, I love these. I'm obsessed, girl. I love the ideas. Yeah. This is from Shein, this dress. I bought it before I was pregnant last year, and it still kind of fits me, so I'm happy about that. And then the lips, last year ColourPop came out with like a Haunted Mansion kind of thing, and I think they even brought it back this year. I love them all. I bought them all. They're like $10 a color, and I'm like, I'm just going to buy them all. The color I have on today is like Summon Spirits or something like that. Halloween's my jam. That's why I don't have that many on my shelf, because a lot of it goes right just into my house and my decor. I haven't even brought out. It's October. We should just do that this weekend. Bring out all the Halloween stuff. Because I put the stuff outside my house right now, but I don't have any of my house really decorated. I have Halloween pieces that are out all year long. Like my dolls, and I have this like haunted, I wouldn't say haunted, but he's like this creepy little bear that's in like a rocking chair. He's an old tin toy. that has fur on him. I keep him out. And then I have this ghost. Somebody made me a 3D ghost. And it like has its middle finger up. It's like flicking off. But it's like you put a tea light in it and it lights up. Love it. Those things stay out all year long. Because if I could, I would. But we decorate for all different types of holidays as well. But I have to have some. My husband just found me a new witch. I haven't tested her yet. She's supposed to have batteries, but I love her too. What was I about to say? This is 4.5 inches across on the top there. It kind of comes down. I'm going to run. Just running now. But yeah, I'm finding that I have other Halloween dresses I need to pull out too. This one's from Shein. I don't remember what the other ones are from. Shein? I don't know. I say it wrong every time. What am I doing? Grabbing the wrong thing. There we go. This guy is a glass flower frog. 3 inches across. Has 11 holes. 3 little feet. This is pressed glass, so when it was being pressed, there's like little creases and stuff from manufacturing in it. It even looks like there's one of these holes on the outer edge. I think they put wax in it like they had a candle just sitting here. But we're going to run. No glass flower frog, and I don't believe this one glows. I'm on the lookout for glowies. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I have this little guy here. Five inches tall. About 2.5 inches, 2.75 inches wide on the opening. Has all of its petals perfectly. Welcome in, Haley. I have over 160 items in the store at the moment, so if you want to check that out. If you have any requests, just let me know. I also have over 130 items in store as well, which are different, like crystals, jewelry, stickers. There's handmade items. There's things that were on my shelf that I just took off my shelf because I needed room. You go down there. Welcome in, Tammy. Okay. So I had a bunch of these. These are kind of like raw wood. These definitely need sanding. They could use painting, kind of up to your own creativity. These would be great for risers, so I saved them. They used to be wheels. Somebody used them as a wheel. But I thought these would be good for risers. I've been using them randomly on my shelves for like my little figurines and stuff, putting them on here. But these are raw wood, so you could basically do whatever you want with them. They almost, if you have like a nautical kind of thing, they kind of look like little docks, little dock wood things. But these ones are slightly different sizes, just by a sliver. I kind of like it like that, but I have a few pairs of these. So these are running. If anyone's looking for some good risers. I'm making. Okay. Wait, I haven't shown this tin in a while. It's just so, it's big. But it's a German tin. If anyone collects tins, it has like these crusts on the top, which I'm not sure. This guy's got a little book and a wand. And then this side is, it looks like a woman, but it has like little antlers and a crown. But it does say it's from, I can't even say that name of the street. It's from Nuremberg. But it has all this beautiful artwork on the sides. It's an old German tin from biscuits. It's in pretty good shape. I would say it's pretty clean. There's maybe like one little dot on it. But I've never really looked at those crusts. I just think that's so cool. I don't know if that's a wand or if he's got like a little brush or something, but he has a book and something. And then, like I said, there's a woman here, and then there's like these antlers with a crown. I don't know what any of these crests mean, but we're gonna run. It's a little German tin. It has all the German art on it. Welcome in. And then it has its address here that's in German. Thank you for looking at that one. If you guys are just joining, everything in the store is preloaded. There's about 160 items in the store at the moment because some things I bought. I know I said 170, but if you have any requests, please let me know. And then I also have 130 items in the bin as well. If you want to check that out, if you have anything you want to see. Most stuff in the bin is packed away, ready to be shipped, but definitely anything in the store I can bring forward if you have requests or pre-vids or anything like that. Otherwise, I just go down my list. But welcome in. The metal candlestick. I don't know what kind of metal this is because it's not magnetic is what I meant to say, not metallic. It is metallic. It's about 4 inches tall. It does hold a candle that is about 2 inches wide, but then it also has that space in the middle for a little baby one. You have the little candles as well. So you could put like a little one in here and then have like decorations around the side. Running now. There are no markings on this. It has like that antique silver kind of look to it. But I don't know what metal. It does not have any markings. Thank you for looking at that one. I don't know if anyone's into canning. Welcome in, Chris. But this is an old canning jar lifter. You put your jar in and then you pull it out. I have seen people use these for planters and candles. This person must have been crafty because there's some paint here on the wood. But we're gonna run. Running now. This is an antique vintage canning jar lifter, and this thing is about 11. But I just think this would be so pretty with like a little plant or like a planter with some like greenery, even if it's fake. That would be so cute, and then just hang it up. We got this little guy. He is a silver-plated flower vase in box. Comes with its own box. Welcome in, mums. So this one has a little bit of marking right here, and over here you can barely see it. But it is silver-plated. It does have some water residue on the inside. But we're gonna run. 7 inches tall. It does come with its own box. I remember seeing these at like restaurants when I was younger. All the time, I feel. Thank you for looking at that one. Just making sure I'm caught up on everything. Yep. Okay, so this leaf trivet is about, it's kind of hard because it's a triangle. But if you look at it from here to like the tallest part right here, it's 10 inches. It's hard to measure a triangle. But this is a metal trivet. It does have little feet on the bottom here. It does say made in India. It's not magnetic, so I don't believe it's cast, but I'm not 100% sure what type of metal this is. We're gonna run. Welcome in, Jen. This would be cute with like some actual like leaves on it, some candles. It has the handle, so you can just pick it up and clean under it easily. Make a little like centerpiece out of it. But thank you for looking at that one. That's just some sticker. Yeah, that's sticker residue. Okay. So this one comes in a set. You get the trivet. It does have a little chip on it, I want to say, on the trivet. Where'd it go? Has just a little chippy here, and there is a little tiny chip on the foot here. But you also get this napkin holder. And these both have like sticker residue, which would come off really easily. They are marked Sue, but you get both of them. You can try running now. I can just see this like even as an outdoor set because of how like thick it is and sturdy. Having like a tea with this, having your napkins and tea on this. Thank you for looking at those. Okay, this one has a couple bells on it. Let me grab it. So this one is historical. I guess it came from when they were putting down the railroads. It says success to the railroad around it. It has a little horse and carriage on it. I don't know what's in that carriage. It looks just like lumps of stuff. $3.95 because it has a slight glow. You can't really see it with this one because my thing's dying. $3.65 makes it glow. Most definitely. It has that amberina effect to it. Welcome in. So with $3.65, it's really bright. With $3.95, it has a little glow, but my thing is dying. But we're gonna run. And like I said, this is from back when they were putting in the railroads. It does have a couple cracks, or not cracks, but like cuts or something from when they were trying to get the cork out. This thing is about 7 inches tall. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's see here, what's next? Ballerina shoe. Welcome in, Dawn. So this is a ballerina shoe. It does have some crackling. There's crackling all over it. I don't know if it's even going to be picking it up. or crazing, whatever you want to call that. I know I've heard it 2 different ways. There is a little tiny bit of glaze missing right here at the top of one of the crackles, crazings. It is, did I measure it? Yeah, 8 inches tall. It is a Burton & Burton. About 2, maybe sliver bigger than 2 inches opening. But we're gonna run this one. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, there is a bell on this one. Now this is about 8 inches tall as well. This has that lily design on it. There is a little wear right here in like the creases, and there's like a small little mark on lily. But I just love how it has those like cutouts on it. It has the handles. It's like a white, almost porcelain kind of look to it with the gold accents. It does say made in China on it. We're gonna running now. This would be cute just to put little trinkets in it, or your jewelry, or put it on your vanity and then have like your perfume hanging out in it. Welcome in Dana and Northern Montana. As always, everything is preloaded. So if you have any requests, just let me know. Oh no. My list glitched. I gotta fix. I'll scroll. But like I said, everything is in the store. I have over 160. It says 164 at the moment. So if you guys want to check that out, if you have any requests, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going down the list. Welcome in, The Joy and Barkus. I have a raid from The Joy. Awesome. Let's start a givey. Welcome in, everybody. If you want to tell me about your show, or if you have upcoming shows, you can do that. I gotta get my givey started. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. I got stickers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a sticker person, but I figured I'm gonna just pass it on. If you like chickens, I'm slacking, don't have any scheduled right now, but try to do weekly. You know, I'm like that too sometimes, so I get it. You get this one. There's this little dark one. Another chicken. And then you also get this jar of balloons. I think that was it. Yes. I know those are great for like junk journals. Yeah. They're great for junk journals. I know people put them on their water bottles, all that kind of stuff. I sadly am not into stickers, and I feel like I have all these stickers I've collected off of things. And I'm like, I'm just going to pass it forward because I'm not using them. They're just sitting there. But if you're just joining and you haven't been here before, everything in my store is preloaded. I have right now about 164 items that I'm trying to get through. If you guys see anything, if you have requests, pre-bids, anything like that, please let me know. It's kind of hard to check on the phone. Yeah, I'm caught up right now. But if you guys have anything that you want to see, please put it in the comments. I also have over 130 items in this bin as well. There's crystals, stickers, jewelry, handmade items, some stuff that was on my shelves that I just can't, I don't have room for anymore. I put it in there. There's games. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to check it out, just do that. There's a bunch. I have a bunch of options. But right now I'm running an Italian. It is marked Italy. It's a hand painted, it said egg cup. It's 3.5 inches tall. It's about almost a sliver short of 2.5 inches across. I know it's kind of big for an egg cup, but I do have 5 of these. I am running them individually though. But I think these would even be good as a planter. Running now. I could see like air plants and stuff in this. But I just love hand painted things, especially if they're floral or animals. Okay, I have to get this out. This thing is huge. But I just thought this was so cute. It's a little crab plate. It does say hand painted, or yeah, made in Italy. And it also says to hand wash recommended. But look at this thing compared to me. This is a crab plate and I just love it. I'm gonna run. This is really, let me just get a measurement because it's about 12.5 inches by 12 inches. So this thing is huge. I just love it. I go for critters, florals, retro kind of thing. You'll notice a lot of that in the show, in the store. Okay. There's about a minute left on that Gibby if you want to hop in on that. Like I said, critters. Little squirrel. It is a metal trivet. I don't know what type of metal. It's not magnetic. Has these little squishies so it doesn't ruin your furniture for the hot plate. But you can also hang it up. And it's that little squirrel. I love it. Running now. About 30 seconds left in that Gibby if anyone wants to hop in on that. Let me just grab this. The bow got caught. Hold on. Four seconds. And that Gibby will, I'm just going to show this while that runs. No entries. Okay. We'll just run it again if somebody wants to hop in on that. That was those stickers. There's about 5 stickers here. Some of them are chickens. There's like a vintage clock. There's some floral and a jar of balloons. But we'll just run it again. The Joy, if anyone wants to go follow her, the Joyful Jumble, she rated us. This thing is about 10 inches, maybe 10.5 across from wood to wood. But then you add the lace on it. There is a little discoloration in the lace here. I don't know if that would be able to be cleaned out or not. Has this beautiful bow down here. But this is like an embroidered cross stitch kind of thing. It's also quilted. So we're gonna run that. Thank you. I should just mod you after all these times. I don't know why I haven't. Oh, I think I moderated the wrong one. I went to click on DeVille. Allow to moderate. Yes. There we go. Thank you for looking at that one. Where did I put that one? I'm trying not to put stuff on the floor, but I'm running out of room. Okay, so there we go. This is such a goodie, but it has a little call out. It has a chip. But I think for like a wall hanging, if you were doing like a wall, this has that retro coloration to it. I did bring the price down. It is 10.5 inches across. It is a harvest collection. It's hand painted stoneware from Valley Fruit. It's Valley Fruits, and it's from Japan. It's fade proof, it says. I don't know why they do that. The label's this way, the art's this way. But we're gonna run this one. Running now. Like I said, it has that one call out. I just love the retro though. Let's see. This one has a bell on it. I love this guy. He is so moody. They put a lot of detail into the mold too, and there's like they even put like little chips and stuff on purpose into the feathers just to give it a little more like texture and stuff. And then they put that darker antiquing stuff. I'm not sure what. I act like I know what I'm talking about, but they put that darker stuff over it so that it has like that texture. It is made out of resin. He's 5.5. He's going now. I just think if you had like a pile of old books and had him just sitting on it, he'd be good for Halloween, but also like any time of year if you had like a moody office. Thank you for looking at that one. Just put you here. We're gonna move stuff around, so if I'm sitting down, it's gonna be easier to grab. My blankie fell off. Give me a second. I put it there because I had a kitten that liked to rip up my chair. And my chair is expensive because it's one of those gaming chairs. But I'm not going to replace it, so I just put a blanket over it so I don't have to look at it. But this is a brass and silver toned floral base. I don't know what type of metal this is. It's not magnetic. It has a little bit of staining from water on it. No markings on it. We're going to run. And yeah, my auction tab has over 160 something items. So if you guys have requests, let me know. There's 2 seconds on that Givey. Okay, so I'm just going to wait on those because let's just get rid of that for now. But thank you for looking at that one. Okay, there is a bell on this guy. So I have never seen Button and Daisy in my life until I found this guy. But he is like an amber orangish. He's a little more orange than the amber I normally see, but 3.75 inches across, about 3.5 inches tall. It's a little square dish. We're gonna run. And I don't believe these ones glow. I know certain ones do, but this guy, let's not blind you guys. That one doesn't. It's just a cute little pedestal dish. Thank you for looking at that one. Look at how cute this guy is. He is a Napco-ware. Import from Japan. I know. There's days where it's so slow I just want to give up on it, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna do it. I have so much stuff. I love doing this. But I don't know if I need to switch days. Like I feel like Fridays are so slow for me lately. And I don't know if it's just because it was a certain time of year or what. Today somebody hopped in and bought a bunch of stuff, and then she even gave me a tip on top of it, and I almost cried because I've never gotten a tip, and I just felt so grateful. So it feels like these kind of days make up for it, but like I don't even need the tip. I'm just glad people like what I like. I'm gonna run this one. It's a little planter. I just think it's adorable. But yeah, like even if there's like no one in here, I still talk to myself. And I don't know if you ever watch Hodgepodge, the Hodgepodge place, but she has a saying where like you do it whether you're sad, tired, sick, anything like that, just do it. And it will just get better. And so I'm trying to stick to that. I love going thrifting. I love finding things. And I try to keep them at a low enough price that other people can grab them too. Because I mean, obviously if I put money into it, I kind of have to put it at a certain price, but a lot of these things I try to keep them low so that other people can buy them at a good price. Because I used to do other selling sites and you have to do all the research and you have to try to put like at a competing price and all that. And then here it's just like, I know it could be worth more, but I just want people to buy it. Like I love sharing what I love with others. And I'd rather it not, like if you don't buy stuff at Goodwill or other places, a lot of times it goes right into the dumpster. They smash it and it's just like, yeah. Like I did eBay. I don't know if I'm allowed to drop names. I did that site for years and I would sell things and they would be at good prices and stuff, but it might take me months to sell it. Where here, I mean, some of these things have been here for months, but a lot of my stuff is moving out. So I can keep doing what I love. Because I love the thrifting part. I love finding random things. I did move the price on this one down. This one has a chip here, chip up here, and a chip down here. And this one's painted over, but these ones probably need to be painted over. And they look like antique phones. I love it. Running now. But yeah, my other sites were just hard. And a lot of my stuff is from that. Like I have in my store or my bin is from that. So like there are certain things I know that can go for certain prices. So I do put it in there and they do sell. But I just love doing this part. I love moving items and giving people things that I love. Because I can't keep them in my house. But I know a lot of people will decorate. Or collect. Okay, I gotta move this thing. This thing broke. My sad little metal frame, I'm guessing was pewter, broke. So I gotta remove that. Let's do this one. Look at this. It's a cow. It's a little pen and pad holder. I could see this as even a vase. Put a spread of different flowers in here. It does have its sticker and its sign for Otagiri. It's handcrafted Japan, Otagiri. This is my last cow. I bought a bunch of cows for someone, and this is the last one. It didn't go, but I know a lot of people like farm animals and things like that, so I try to keep it in the show. Thank you for looking at that one. I'm going to put you here for right now. I'll rearrange later. Okay, so these are pink depression glass, and they don't, in my room, they show up more orange because of my background. Welcome in, Christmas tree lady. These I'm gonna run. You get the creamer and the sugar. I believe it's the princess. If anyone wants to correct me on that, they can. I think it's the princess. It has like the little beads. There's no chips or cracks in these. They're more pink like what's in the picture than, because my room is orange, is red, so it's picking up that. Thank you for looking at that, and welcome in, Nikki. If you guys want to check out the store, there's over 160 items in there. If you have any requests, please let me know. My eye itches. I don't know if it's my eyeshadow. I put glittery eyeshadow, and I feel like anytime the fan blows at me, it's probably moving some of the glitter, and it's making my eye itch. But we're gonna look at this one. Sorry. It's white. I wonder if this is porcelain. I'm not 100% sure. It's some type of plate. It's Viceroy China. Has the white with the gold, the florals. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I do have this one's my favorite. I don't know why, but I picture like Beauty and the Beast with that little china cabinet or whatever that has all like the different dishes and stuff in it. Just having something like that with this in it. Look at all the cutouts. Look at all that design. There's all those florals, the gold. So pretty. And it does say it's from Schumann, Bavaria, Germany, US zone. So if that tells you the age. And then the design is called Chateau. I'm gonna run. Gorgeous. I love these little cutouts. I don't know why. I think they need to make more plates like this with those cutouts around the edge. Thank you for looking at those. Okay, so we got some, I have linens mixed in here all around. Okay. This is that floral runner, yep. So this one is big. This one is, it's kind of thin. It's only, I need more than 2 hands. It's almost 7 inches across. I want to say it's like 6.75 inches. It's like almost there. But this thing is 46 inches long. Super long. So if you have like a table or a buffet, I used to have an antique buffet. This would have fit perfectly, but I don't have it anymore. It does have a couple call outs. There's that dot there. There is a little bit of dirt, it looks like, here on the edge. Definitely needs some steaming, washing. There's a little bit here. And there is a little bit of fading in the blue, which I can barely tell unless it's like on camera. It's like right in here. But it's 46 inches long. This is just folded in half. Has that beautiful blue with the pink design on it. We're gonna run, and welcome in, Taylor. If you see anything in my store, I have over 160 items in there. Just let me know if you have requests. Otherwise, I kind of just go down my list. Thank you for looking at that one. We also have this here. These are napkins, but there are 2 different designs. My grandma used to make these cross-stitched napkins. This one has like a pink with a dusty purple. And then this one has the bright yellow floral. They're big size. And there's no call outs on them. They're pretty good size. These would be great for just decor. If you have like a little vignette or something you want to tuck them in. One of my hairs escaped, I'm sorry. I'm gonna run. Like I said, you get the 2 different designs. You get the yellow and the pink. You get the 2 designs. Thank you for looking at that. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not doing. Okay. Let's keep going. I've got a bunch of stuff to get through. I'm halfway through. This guy is a hand-painted, pig-painted. He's pig. I believe he's hand-painted, but he also might be a transfer. I'm not 100% sure. He is cast iron. He's a little hand decor. He just hangs up in your house. I would not use him. But we're going to run. Running now. It's a little piggy. He looks like he's eating someone's flowers. Farmer's probably not happy. I do have some salt and pepper shakers. This is a Dutch boy and girl. They do have crazing on them. I don't know if it's going to be picked up. They are old. They are marked Japan. They do have their stoppers on them. The girl has 5 and the boy has 3. Welcome in. These are little salt and pepper shakers. Like I said, they do have age, so they have a little bit of crazing on them. But we're going to run them. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, if anyone is looking for nesting ashtrays, we have 3 of them here. The small one has 4 little spots for the cigarettes. This one has 5. And then the big one has 6. The big one does have a little bit of call outs on it. There's a couple small chips and like flea bites right here. Not here. Where is it? Here and here. But they all nest together. They almost look like a lotus, kind of. I'm going to run. Running now. They have a little bit of a yellow tint to them. Thank you for looking at those. My list kind of glitched, so I'm just trying to scroll back. Sorry. My husband's mowing the lawn. I was like, what is that noise? Here it is. We're back. Okay. We have the purple enamel with the red and blue flowers. It has that little spring kind of there with the magnet at the bottom. It does say baby jewelry, but this is 2.5 inches across. It is Chinese. It is Wang Mao jewelry made in China. It does have a little Chinese symbol on the inside, but I just think this is the cutest thing. We're going to run. It's an enamel bracelet. Running now. Still kind of in his package. Thank you for looking at that one. Got another cast iron piece. It's a hummingbird. Has the tea light in the back there. I don't know. You can see it would shine through everything, yeah. No markings on this thing. But we're going to run. 5 inches tall. Running now. It's a cast iron stained glass tea light holder. Hummingbird season's basically over here in Wisconsin. The wasps kind of took over. But those are one of my favorite birds. I always put out a feeder for them. Okay, I knew that was there. I didn't want to scrape it. And then what's next, babe? It's a little crock basket. Has some sticker residue. It does have, this is the original design on it, was the birds, but somebody made this to go over it, so it could be like for any season that you want it to be. I'm gonna run. This thing is only about 3.25 inches tall and about 2.5 inches opening. I just think that is so cute. Thank you for looking at that one. Whoa, 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 don't knock that over. Let's just put it up here. Okay, if you're into retro vibes, these definitely have retro vibes. These, I believe, were made in the 70s or 80s. They were made by my grandma. If you've been here before, I've talked about my grandma's tote of, excuse my hiccups, crafty stuff. I have way too much of it. I can't hold on to it all. But look at these guys. These are hand crocheted. They're 5x5s. They have their little hanging things, so you don't even have to use them. You can just hang them up on your wall as decor. My grandma used to use these for hot plates. She would put put them on the table and then put hot things on top of them. She wouldn't even really use them to grab them out of the oven. I don't know if you'd want to. I'm not sure how to clean these because they're old. But we're going to run. You get the two. Hand crocheted pot holders. They almost have like a 3D effect to them because of the way she did it. But these definitely have that retro vibe to them. Thank you for looking at that. Ooh. My mouse, I love him. He is old. He is crazing. He has his mark. He is made in Japan. He is missing some whiskers, but I think that would be easy to replace if you wanted to. They're not like, they're really soft. I was going to say fishing line, but they're softer than that. I don't know what they are. But we're going to run. He is 4.5 inches tall, and he does have some of his foam stuff from when they had flowers in him in there still. But I just love him. He is adorable. Made in Japan. He does have that crazing to him. Thank you for looking at that. Do I have a white paper here? So I don't think you get the full green effect when I hold this thing up. This is an old printer paper. It has a hole. But look, it's green. But look at that thing. He does have, if I can find it, it has a little scratch like thing in the front. I don't know if it's cracked. It doesn't go all the way through. But if you can see it right there in the front at the top, it's like a little scratch or something. I don't think it's a crack. It doesn't go all the way through, but I'm just going to point it out anyways. But this thing is gorgeous. I love the green on this. We're going to run. Running now. Look at that green. So pretty. Thank you for looking at that one. Speaking of green, I got a little green trivet. It does say Japan on the back here. And then it says Japan, made in Japan. And then the brand name, I believe it's Cherry. It looks like Cherry, but the Y is kind of like flattened a little bit. I don't know if that's going to come through. So look at this. Welcome in, Anna. It says, come and sit down. Come in, sit down, relax, converse. Our house doesn't always look like this. Sometimes it's even worse. I just think that is hilarious. It has that green. It's made in Japan. It is cast iron. We're going to run. Running now. If you're just joining, everything in the store is preloaded. There's over 160 items in the store at the moment. So if you have any requests, please let me know. Thank you for looking at that. There's also over 130 items in this bin as well. Let's actually put that. It says no one's in here, so I'm just going to put up an announcement. There we go. What's way up there? Little girl sewing with her dolls. I believe this is a plaster tile. It has the little hanger on it, but it also comes with this little frame or whatever what do you call this? Easel? We're gonna run. Stand. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, this is a little, I think this is what would you call it? Hobbyist piece. Somebody definitely painted this to be a tractor. They even put Ford on the front there. Has a little plow in the back here. It is a planter. Has a little bit of dust in it. We're gonna run it. And this thing is from front to the plow is about 5.5, maybe almost 6 inches. Thank you for looking at that one. This one is from the 1950s. This one has that like ivory color with the gold. There are like little extra dots and stuff. I'm not sure if that's extra paint or what. No crazing on this thing from being from the 50s, which is crazy. But it is a planter. No markings. We're just going to run. Thank you for looking at that. Oh, I have to remove that one too, because that one had a crack, and I'm just gonna donate it. It won't let me remove it. Okay. It glitched out my list. I went to go remove that one item and it just glitched everything out. So I'm hoping. I just did this one planter. Okay, it did get rid of it. Okay. Good. These are glass, pressed glass salt cellars. I don't believe they have any glow to them. They're just pressed glass. They do have some flea bites and stuff on them. We're going to run them. Running now. Welcome in. We're running these 2 salt cellars right now. Thank you for looking at that. Okay, so I do have a bunch of jewelry that I put in the show. There's about 6 pieces. I'm going to just bring them down. These here. Or there's more than that. There's like 8. Can you go through them really quick? Welcome in. I have over 160 items in my store, so if you guys do have requests, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going down my list. Right now, I'm kind of going to go through a few of the jewelry pieces. This one comes in like a little tray. No markings on these. These are untested. Has the leaves. That's what the back looks like. There is a little dot on the pearl, so I'm not sure what it is, if it will come off or not. But I'm going to run this one. And like I said, it does come with its little the case. This is plastic. This is what was on top, and it has a little bit of like tape or something on it. But thank you for looking at that one. Next, we have the Christmas rose. It's never really been out. I do want to point out that it kind of has some stray green paint, and then even the rose, like there's some spots where they missed a little bit of the red. I don't know if you can see that very well. Welcome in, Amy. But this is never been worn, I don't believe. It's kind of still tied in the back there. It's called the Christmas rose. I just wanted to point out that there is some stray green, a little bit of stray green paint. And then, like I said, there's like a spot or two where the red did not get covered. But we're going to run this one. Running now. It's a brand new, it's not brand new, it's an old new brooch. Little pin. Thank you for looking at that one. If you guys aren't into jewelry, like I said, I have 160 items in the store, so please look through and let me know if you haven't seen anything. This one is a cross. Let me take the front off. The front is a little bit aged, so it's not easy to see through. Has that little pink stone. These are untested, never been, I don't think there's any markings on it. This is what the chain looks like. I don't know if, did I put the measurement of the chain? That would help. I know a lot of people would like to know. I believe it's 16. Like I said, untested, no markings. It's this little cross. You get the box too. We're just going to run Run that. Anyone is interested in a little gold toned cross with like a pink stone in the center. 16-inch necklace. Obviously, you can switch out the chain if you need to, if you need it longer. Let me just put this back in the box. There we go. And the box even says from something May, Silly May or Tilly May. And it says from the 1982. I don't know if that's the original box to this thing, but it does have that on it. Okay, so we do have this other gold tone necklace. It is floral with the pearl. It almost matches that, the pin that I had earlier. But it has the floral with the pearls. Untested. The only thing I want to point out with this one is that there are little knots in the neckline. And I don't know if that, it almost looks like they were meant to be that way, but I don't know. But I'm going to run that. Starting now. I think the pendant itself is just gorgeous. Thank you for looking at that one. What is next? We have this double tone, so dual tone, I should say, not double tone. It's a big brooch. It's a floral. It has silver and gold tones to it. No markings on it. This is what the back looks like. We're just going to run. Starting now. Thank you for looking at that one. We have 2 left. I have this little lucite. Somebody said lucite glows. Does it glow with 365? Or is it supposed to go with 395? My 395 is dying. But it's a little lucite. It has like bubbles or whatever on the inside. A bunch of different stuff towards the top there. This is an orchid. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. And then the last one is this Christmas little brooch. Has the bell. Just double checking. There's no markings on this. Has a green and red gem. If the red would stop laying on top of the other one. There we go. And even the tree has like a little texture to it. Like a little ivy or something design on it. But I'm going to run after I pin it. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. Let me just put those away and then I'll start grabbing. We're going to do some minis. I'm going to change the time because I feel like 10 or 15 seconds is too long between these. Okay, we got this guy. And this fellow back here. Okay, so we have some lucite. At least that's what I was told it was. Little mouse. Still has some of its eyes and cheek on it. We're going to run. He is marked Hong Kong on the back of his tail. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. I also have this hand-blown glass frog who is about 2 inches long. He's about 1.5 inches long, 1.75 maybe. And he is about an inch tall. Just a little glass frog. Maybe if I put the white behind him. Little glass frog. You can see him a little better. We're going to start. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Anyone collects brass? It's a 4-inch brass girl. It's a bowling. She's bowling. It is marked India on the inside here. I don't know if that will show up on there very well. But like right there, it's marked India. Right here. Has its clapper. The clapper is made out of something different, so it does rust a little bit. It rusted. It looked while it was laying down. But let's run that one. Little bowling girl. Brass bell. Made in India. Thank you for looking at that. I forgot I changed it to 10. So I'm sitting here waiting. Where did she go? She's back here. Welcome in. See anything in the store, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going down the list. So I don't know if it really shows up, but the yellow kind of glows just a little bit. This is a glass owl on top of it's a bottle stopper. The rubber's in good shape. Has not been used before. Running now. I don't have any valance or curtains. I have, the only thing for windows, I think, is just the little, like the stained glass. I think that's the only thing I have for windows. But I do have over 160 items in store, and then I have 130 items in my bin. If you want to check, you can double check. But I don't believe I do. And just let me know if you guys have requests. I have this little white puppy figurine. It has a hole all the way through it, so I don't know if it used to be like on a pole or what. Welcome in. Has a little crazing, I think. Looks like it might, yeah, a little bit on the bottom here. She does have a tiny chip on the back of her tail here, but I figure that's forgivable. Look at her face. She is adorable. We're going to start her. And she's one of the bigger figurines. She's, if I can pick it up. Ugh. My yardstick. She's about 3.5 inches. Thank you for looking at that one. Welcome in, Nina. So this is an older piece. The painting's obviously not, thank you for the hearts. It's got some age to it. This is a toothpick holder. It is a horse and carriage. There are some call outs. It looks like during manufacturing it melted or something here. They just painted right over it. It's something weird. And then there is a small chip in the white here. But like I said, there's age to this. He's only 1.25 inches tall. He's one of my minis. We're going to run. He's a toothpick holder, but I could totally see him with like a little air plant in the back there. Thank you for looking at those. And then I have this little rocking chair. Feathered Fam took the family home, but I had an extra dad. I love this guy because he actually will rock. He has a rocker bottom. It is a Homeco made in Sri Lanka. He reminds me of like a dad or a grandpa just sitting there with his pipe. We're going to run him. Ooh, hold on. Wrong one. I got to pin him. The pin didn't go through. Pin. There we go. Running him. Just a cute little figurine. I'm kind of going through the minis right now, but like I said, I have 164 items at the moment in my store. So if you see anything, if you have requests, let me know. And I do have 130 items in my bin as well. A lot of little things to bigger things. It all depends on what you're looking for. Okay. I have bears. If you love bears, you're going to love these. These are Homeco made in Sri Lanka. You get the little violinist. You get the drummer. And you get the tuba player. And I don't know how I'm going to hold these all up. But you get all three. I love that she has like this little Preston kind of design on her shirt. It looks like hearts or like some type of floral. We're going to start. $5 for all three. You get the violinist, the drummer, and the tuba player. All three. Thank you for looking at that one. Now this guy is a little bit different. He's a folk art. I don't know if he was a souvenir or what. He is made out of clay, but he also is a whistle. You blow in through here in the hole, and then there's 2 holes here that you can use to change the tone. He does glow just a little bit. But we're going to run. Running now. Anyone's interested? He is about 3.25 inches tall. He's just a little whistle. I don't know what he would sound like, but... So I lowered the price on this girl because she is missing her base, but I figure if there's somebody out there that needs like a vignette or something, Look at this. She is a trinket. She's a trinket holder box. Do I have any hat pin holders? No, I do not. The only jewelry I really have is like brooches or necklaces, I believe. If you want to check my bin, I don't think I have any more pins, like hat pins. I know I put a lot of the older stuff in there. You're welcome. But this is a metal trinket box. Metal bird, I should say. We're gonna run her. Because I know in show I only have brooches and necklaces. I don't remember what I put in my bin. Because I did put some jewelry in there also. But I have this black and white cap stained glass. This one, the black is a little bit thinner, so you can see it through it. So everything will shine through, like the black, the red, even the green little eyes. It has this here for the suction cup, or else you can put a ribbon. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Where did I? It's right there. This is a gold tone basket. It's made out of wire, but it's like that thicker wire where it's not going to easily bend. Definitely could be like for crafts or a gift basket. So many different options with this one. It is 4 inches tall. It's only $2. Running now. In the shape of a heart. Thank you for looking at that one. Ah. What not glitched my list? Hold on. I gotta scroll. But yeah, if you guys are hanging out, I do have 164 items in store at the moment that I'm going through. I'm just going down the list, but if you have requests or anything like that, let me know. I also have 130 something items in the bin. So if you want to look through there, there's so many different things. There's handmade items, there's jewelry, crystals, stickers. Oh, I went too far. Hold on. There we are. One of my other figurines. He's a sitting bear. He is Homeco. He's about 2.5 inches tall. He looks like he's about to go to a picnic or something. We're gonna run him. He does have his sticker. It says Homeco, made in Sri Lanka. I just thought he was so cute in his little overalls. Look, this is one of my favorite. Welcome in, Alicia. Has a little flower for a hat. How cute is that? It's just a little figurine. Does have a sticker. It says made in Taiwan. And this little bunny is about 2.5 inches tall. We're gonna run. Running now. I just think it's so cute with that little hat on it. It's almost like it was running out of the rain and it like needed a cover. We also have a rust duck. This is from 1995, or 1990, which is 35 years ago. Can you believe that? Kathleen Kelly is the person. It's Critter Factory, made in China. She even signed it on the side here, Kelly with 90. Just a little figurine. Quirky little duck. Running now. Thank you for looking at her. Okay. We have our little Lepton girl. She has a toothpick holder. She's bright orange with the white, has that huge hat on her. She still has her sticker on her. She does have little markings on her on the white. I'm guessing that can be wiped off, cleaned off. Taiwan, exclusive for Taiwan. This is 2.5 inches. Running now. Like I said, she does have some little markings on her cap here, but they're probably able to be wiped off. She still has her sticker, left in Taiwan. Thank you for looking at that one. I have so many of these, I'm only doing 10 seconds on them. So if it's too fast, I'm sorry. Just let me know if you need something reran or if you have requests from the store. This is a Japanese dog figurine. It's 2 inches by 2 inches. Has a little bit of crazing on it. It is marked Japan on the bottom there. We're gonna run. I just love that little face. It almost looks so sad. Thank you for looking at that one. I also have this other Japanese dog figurine, which I believe is 3 inches by 2 inches. He's from Japan as well, but he is adorable. Hold on, what did I have? Thank you for looking at him. Okay. Let me put these back. Okay. So we have this little lucite. It's a little lucite elephant. Has even the hanging here. It might have been a keychain or something at some point. Welcome in, Tammy. Ooh, look at that. The pink on that one. Running now. It does have the marking of Hong Kong down here. But I just love that pink on that. Look at that. Thank you for looking at that one. Controlled bubbles, and this is a paperweight. There's no markings on this, but it does kind of remind me of the bird of happiness. Has no chips or cracks on its arms or anything like that. We're gonna run this one. Oop, not edit. X. Start. There we go. Welcome in, Allie. Controlled bubbles. It's like a paperweight bird. Thank you for looking at that. At the moment, I'm just kind of going down my list, but if you have any requests from the store, there's over 160 items in there. Please just let me know. I will run those. What's next? These guys. Okay, so this guy is a kitten in a basket tin. It does have a little scratchy here, but it opens up. It's clean. Looks like a little basket. And it's made in China. So we're going to running now. Ooh, my back just snapped. My back is tired. Thank you for looking at that. Look at my little wooden chefs. Salt and pepper shakers. They're little wooden ones. Have the stoppers. They're marked Japan. They both have 5 little holes. I'm going to run these guys. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Look at my little chicken. This is the only chicken I have left. He does have some sticker residue on the back. Nothing's wrong in the front. He might be a rooster. Yeah, I said rooster. 4.75 inches across, definitely decorative. We're gonna running now. Thank you for looking at that one. We're gonna get into some waves. Let me just grab them all. If anyone's looking for some waves. Look at him. He's a little rhino. Little Rhino Wade. It says Wade England on the back there. We're going to run him. I'm running now. Okay, I did lower the price on this guy. Please don't glitch out. It just glitched out. Ah! Okay. So I did lower the price on this guy. The reason I did that is because he does have a little manufacturing thing on the face. I will show that to you. They did it before they glazed him. He is a yellowish glaze. Let me just get back to him. I hate how if you accidentally like click on the thing instead of hitting the pin button, it will like glitch your whole list out. But he does have that little crumblishness on his chin there. He is a Wade. He is marked Wade England on the back. But we're going to starting now. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have this the gray elephant. He has his trunk right there in the front, and his tail's even coming towards the front. He's marked Wade Ing on the back. If anyone is into little elephants. We're going to start that. Running now. Little Wade. I love elephants. And here's this one. This one is Chunk Up for good luck. He is a Wade Ing. He's marked Wade Ing on one side. He is Chunk Up for good luck. We're going to run him. Running now. Little Gray Elephant, Wade. Thank you for looking at him. And then our last Wade, which has a bell on it. This guy is from the Australian collection. He's marked Wade in the front, England on the back. But look at him. Just a little tan koala. We're going to run that one. Thank you for looking at all those. Just gonna I love this piece. It's a little Victorian shoe. But look, pops open. Has that little thing there. I love it. We're gonna run. Running now. And like I said, it does have that little pop. Pop. Thank you for looking at that. Welcome in. We have this little duck. It's a trinket box. It does have a little scratch on it. But if you open it up, it's a little trinket box. Has that purple and gold design on its back. Let's run that one. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. Let me just grab these couple items. I'm tired. Look at these guys. So this one is 3 inches. Has that little texture to the beads. And this one is about 2 inches. Has the 2 handles. They are wired and beaded. So if you need to like remove them, or like if this gets bent out of shape, you can do that. But we're gonna running now. Look at her. I think this is adorable, whether you have them sitting up like this the normal way or just flopped. I think she is adorable. We're gonna run. Running now. She's only 4 inches, or 3.75. She's not even 4. She's just adorable. Thank you for looking at her. Ow. Little raccoon baby. Look at it. It has blue eyes. Has this little squirrel. It is marked Home Co. made in Taiwan. Has its sticker. We're gonna run. 2.5 inches tall. Thank you for looking at that one. I think that's not breakable. Oh gosh. I'm putting here. Okay, so with this dollhouse furniture, I would say it's a little bit bigger than a normal dollhouse. It is 5.5 inches tall for this one, and then it's 3.5 inches with this one. Now, these are used. They're handmade wooden dollhouse. That one's solid wood. The drawers do not work, but you're getting both of them. Starting now. Oh, that smells good. Whatever my husband's making for lunch. Thank you for looking at that one. I do have one bill on this guy. This does have a call out. This gold thing needs to be down here. This is loose, so you might be able to pull it out and fix it. But I'm going to run it. It's 5.5 inches tall. Running now. Oh, it does have a little sanding here. Like they sanded the edge. I don't know why. Thank you for looking at those. Welcome in. Moonlit Nest. Welcome in. Okay. There's this one. It's a little blue picture. It says it's made in occupied Japan. It does have one little craze on the back there. It's like a little line, but we're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we're going to run this one really quick. This is a small glass bottle. It has a topper. It has some sticker residue on it. Might need some Goo Gone. But it is a little bottle. It has little tacks and things, springs and stuff in it. We're just going to run it. I don't believe this one glows. No. I'm going to start that auction. Thank you for looking at that one. I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff so I don't have to get up and down. Because I know eventually I'm going to have to pull these down. Yeah. Okay, so we have this bunny, 3.5 inches tall. Look at those eyelashes for days. There is no marking on this. Has that cute little bow in the front there. We're just going to run. Thank you for looking at that. We're going to do the mouse with the blanket. Has a little bit of wear of paint. It's not chip, it's like a wear on it of the paint there. But she has her blanket. She has her teddy bear. She's ready for a nap. She's just adorable. She also has eyelashes for days. We're going to run that one. Anyone is interested. Thank you for looking at that. Okay, so we have our home coat. I call them pixies. I don't know if they're elves, what they are. We got our Peachy. She has like a peach top with the orange, or a peach hat with an orange top. We're going to run her. Running now. Thank you for looking at her. And then we have the green one, which has like a chartreuse kind of color, a really light green hat with the shoes, and then a green top. Has its sticker as well. We're going to run. Running now. Okay, and then the last one is this little purple one. She has light purple shoes and hat with the dark purple shirt. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. I gotta put all these away and then I'll grab some more. If you guys are just joining, please look in the store. I'm gonna grab a couple things. I can just run right through them. We have Groot. And he's just a planter. He does have a hole through him. I know this isn't vintage, but I've had these in the past and they've sold really well, so I just grab him whenever I see him. He is, did I just measure and not tell you? I'm so tired right now. There's 5 inches. It's 5 inches tall. But look at him. We're gonna run him. In a group. And he is 5 inches tall. This thing strap. There. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna go through some of the clocks. These are travel clocks. They're untested. I'm not really sure how they work. I've tried. I'm not sure if they, like I said, I'm not sure if they work. Please read the descriptions on these. I believe this is the first one. Clocks. Yes. Travel clocks. Their alarms work. I know one of their alarms work, and I know they tick, but I haven't seen like the arms move. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong, if there's anything even wrong, or if I'm just not doing it right. So I'm just putting it as not really tested. Kind of buy at your own risk. A lot of these are decorations. They tick and talk, yes. Okay, so this one is the vintage West Clocks travel clock. It glows. It glows. But this one does not have the gold around the edge here like the other one. This one says China. So this one's made in China. It's West Clocks. It glows. We're gonna run. Running now. A lot of people use these as just decor. They do. And then we have one that's just similar to that one. It's another West Clocks. The text is a little bit different. This one's from China as well. This one has gold around the edges. I know, I'm hungry. I have about maybe 20 more items. I'm running through these. Maybe 15 actually. But it's glowing. I'm at 149. I have 164, so somewhere in there. Somewhere. And then this one does have some call outs. This one has a little bit of goop on the outside. I don't know if you could use Goo Gone on this one. This one is marked differently. This one's marked Japan. This one is Linden. This one does not, I don't know if like the little clasp thing here is bent out shape. It is metal. For this one, the other ones were plastic. This one's metal. But this one has gold lettering. And it glows. Oh, not that one. You gotta pin the right one. Pin. Pin. There we go. And it glows. We're gonna run. Starting now. Running now. Everyone needs to shut up. You know, some people have Goo Gone and they can clean it up. I don't have Goo Gone on me. Okay, I gotta put these away and then I'm moving on. We're moving on, baby. Okay, so what do I need? I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab all these things because I know I need them eventually. And I just don't feel like getting up and grabbing them later. Welcome in. Welcome in, Emma. Everything in the store is preloaded. So if you see anything, if you have requests, let me know. I'm just kind of going through my list. I'm kind of down towards the bottom, but can definitely take requests. So this is a This is what Indian schools used to send out. St. Labre Indian School from Montana sent this out. They were doing fundraising, I guess, but they'd send out little celluloid. It comes in its own box. Celluloid figurines of Indians. I don't know the year. I didn't really look through the paperwork to see. I kind of just left all the paperwork in there. It's a little bit over 5 inches tall. I'm going to run once I pin it. Running. There we go. Running now. Welcome in, Sam. Little celluloid in vintage Indian. They would send these out for fundraising. They'd send you a free gift and ask you for money. It's an Indian school in St. Labre Indian School, Ashland, Montana. That's what that was. And then I also have some of this. This is just the box, but you don't find like the advertising or anything like this anymore. This is Americana kind of. So that bright orange. It's wafer fish food. And I'm going to run it. It says it's tapioca flour and pure cornstarch. That's what they would feed fish. Now, I don't know if this is for fishing to like get them to come. No, these are for goldfish. This is what you would feed your pet fish. Okay, and then I have these two cardstock. They said made in USA in the bottom. These are like pinup. I forget who she is. She is famous. And then there's this one. This one has a little bit of aging on it, like coloration. But you get a choice. You're going to run. Thank you for looking at those. Let me just put those away, and then I'll grab the big pitcher. Excuse me. Look at this thing. Italian, it's hand painted. It's a picture. It says Italy for FTD. I don't know what FTD is, but it's hand painted. It does have little chips and stuff around the edges here, but it was made for flowers. Somebody turned it into a floral one, so you can cover those right up. But this is gorgeous. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. Look at this. I believe this is a Mark's Litho metal. Hello, Tam Tams. How are you doing? It does not have any markings on it, though, so I'm not 100% sure. It is metal. It is a little wonky. It's got age to it. But I thought this would be just beautiful with, like, greens or, like, I don't know, some type of vignette made in the back there. Definitely from the 1950s. I'm going to run it. Running now. Little metal wagon. If you guys want to look through the store, everything is preloaded. If you have any requests, please let me know. I'm kind of towards the bottom of the list, but I can definitely do anything. I've got a bunch. Okay, I have a nylon, linen. Look at this thing. It says mother. And it is nylon. It says wash and shake dry in seconds. No need to iron. But look at this. No call outs, I would say, besides maybe steaming it. or washing it and just shaking it like it says. But I just thought that was so nice. It says mother on it. Running now. Just a little linen. Thank you for looking at that. And I just want to say everything that was bought on Wednesday's show is shipped out. So it should be arriving soon. I try to do it, I package within the same day, and I try to ship by the next day at least. Oh yeah, I have these. Just gonna grab a couple things so I don't have to keep turning. Okay. So these are Willits designs from 1986, made in Hong Kong. I just love the little diner design with the fries all over the place. The fries are all on the side too. You get, really? These came out last time. It was suctioned in there somehow. Okay, so you get 6 of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And they're all in good condition too. They come in their little tin. I would say maybe the outside is a little bit faded compared to normal, but we're gonna run these. Welcome in, Miss Amanda. Starting now. These little diner coasters, they're metal. They're from 1986. Willis Designs, made in Hong Kong. Thank you for looking at that. Okay. Oh, wrong one. I have these 2 jars. They're so adorable. They're eggplants. They have the little corks. The bottoms do say made in Taiwan. They have like a little earth. I'm going to run these. They're pretty clean. They might need a little wash out, but they are about 4.5 inches tall. So you can either get these, or we have the green peppers if you're more into green peppers. Same thing, made in Taiwan. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. We still have some linen here. I love this one. This one's like an iris. Look at this. It's so pretty. And then you open it up. Has that pink crinkle through it. The only thing I would say is maybe steam them so they're not so folded. But it has like that pink crinkle kind of thing throughout the center there. Design. But I'm going to run these. Running now. I just think this is so pretty. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me put that off the side. Just gonna double check. We're all caught up on everything. Okay. Next one is this rose one. I don't know. Welcome in the glowing hens. Look at this. They don't have markings or anything on these, but these are just gorgeous. It's a rose design. And like I said, I would steam them so they don't look so folded. But we're gonna run this one. Running now. And if you see anything in the store, if you have any requests, please let me know. Running this way. Blue floral one. Okay. So this one has the blue florals with the pinks. It has that, what do you call this edging? I say rippled, but I know that's not right. So pretty. Scalloped? Is that the word? So we're going to run that one. Thank you for looking at that. Oh, okay. It has things mixed in between, so I'm just doing this. If anyone's into fishing, I have one more linen, or two. I have a linen and a doily, but it has this in between. If anyone's into fishing, this is a magnetic. I don't know how well magnetic this is, but it's a magnetic pad that it has a fish pen. Kind of looks like one of the little lures that you would use. It's made in the USA. It does not have an age on it. But I'm going to run this. Running now. I guess I double numbered some things. My bad. Thank you for looking at that. And then I do have this. I love this. This is one of the newer pieces that I just found. This is from Japan. It is a 1950s zebra pixie. Look at her. I love her. She does have a little bit of paint coming off of her. She's marked Japan on the bottom. 3 of these go for like 40 bucks. But I have it at 8 at the moment. We're just gonna run. Running now. I just think she's so cute. 1950s Japanese zebra pixie. The Japanese had some character in some of their figurines. I love it. Okay. If you guys are still hanging out, make sure that you bookmark my shows. Wacky Wednesdays, I try to switch it up. I've been doing craft shows or even like mini figurines, things like that. I try to find things to do. I'm probably going to do another figurine one this next Wednesday. Welcome in, Mickey. Also, make sure you check out that store. Like I said, there's 160 something items in there. So if you guys have any last requests, please let me know. And then I also have 130 something items in the bin. If you see something and you want to buy it later, make sure you favorite it, because obviously you can buy it anytime from the bin. But this is this one. And I'm trying to do different like Halloween looks every Friday because I love October. October is one of my favorite, where I can just be myself kind of, I feel like, where I just dress up. But it has the purple flowers with the little yellow ones. Like I said, with all these, you probably will have to steam them or iron them. I'm not sure what they're made out of, but we're going to run this one. This is the purple. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I have a doily here. This one, it feels, I don't know what this fabric is, but it feels a little, almost like scrubby fabric, if you know what I'm talking about, where it's a little rougher. I don't know if they starched it or what. I think it's handmade. It definitely looks handmade. But it's a little doily. We're going to run that one. I don't see any call outs on it. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me just check here for a second. Okay, I think I've caught up on all pre-bids. If anyone has any last requests, just let me know. I'm just going to talk again about my shows. Like I said, every Wednesday, Fridays, I try to do a show. If you could bookmark those. I try to get new things on my shelf every week. The last couple weeks, I've kind of stuck with the same thing because I'm trying to clear it off. I do plan on bringing Christmas out, but I'm going to wait till the end of October. I just want to get some of this October stuff out of the way. Thank you guys, and I'm going to raid. So if you can stick around. I'm trying to get sorry. I have a sliver in my hand. But I'm gonna welcome in. If you want to check out the store, just let me know if you have any requests. I'm gonna set up a raid really quick. I'm not seeing my normal. Is she not on today? Nope, she's not on today. Okay, we're gonna go here because she usually has some interesting things. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for buying. And I will see you later next week. Bye.